Tonight, we're going to bring you a major broadcast exclusive on a scandal that has rocked the globe. A hotel maid in New York City accuses a top banker, Dominique Strauss-Kahn, of sexual assault. But the maid's story, her whole story, in her own words, has not come out until now. She has come forward out of the shadows to speak. And joining us now is ABC's Robin Roberts, who's got the compelling first television interview with the maid. For 2 months, she held her silence. She spoke with you, Robin. This is the voice that has been missing from this case, really, in public. What'd you make of her?
Well, she wants a jury to find out what they make of her, not a reporter, not the public. And she's concerned that that won't happen. And that's part of the reason she came forward, Terry. She wanted to put a face to the story. And as prosecutors are still weighing whether or not to proceed with this case, the woman at the center of the storm is now coming forward to give her side of the story of what really happened in room 2806.
This defendant is charged with criminal sexual acts in the first degree, attempted rape in the first degree.
He was one of the most powerful men in the world, a French millionaire many times over, a jet setter with homes on 3 continents, and considered a contender for the French presidency. He was headed home to Paris when New York City authorities boarded his flight here at Kennedy Airport and arrested him on sex crime charges.
He sexually assaulted her and attempted to forcibly rape her.
They did it because an immigrant hotel maid in one of the most luxurious hotels in Manhattan accused him of trying to rape her. Now, Dominique Strauss-Kahn, at the time the powerful head of the International Monetary Fund, stood before a New York City judge in handcuffs. The image was televised all over the world, but no one has seen or heard from his accuser until now. Her name is Nafi Diallo, an immigrant from Guinea in West Africa, a 32-year-old widow and mother of a teenage daughter who was working as a maid at the Sofitel Hotel. For a woman who cannot read or write, it was, as she says, the best job she's ever had.
I love the job. I know that if I work there, I can help myself and my daughter. We're gonna have a good life with that job. I was very happy to have the job.
That is, until May 14th. Diallo says it was a typical afternoon until she entered the $3,000 night suite where Strauss-Kahn was staying. So you went into 2806 not thinking anybody was there because of what the room service person told you?
Yeah, he told me nobody there. And I say, housekeeping, hello, because the room is very big. I have to say loud. I say like 3 times, housekeeping, hello, is anyone in? 3 times, nobody say anything.
Expecting an empty room, Diallo was shocked when she says Strauss-Kahn suddenly appeared naked.
I saw a naked man come to me. He came naked. I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. That was so fast. I was like, I'm so sorry. I turned my head. He came to me and grabbed my breast. No, you don't have to be sorry. I said, stop, Seth. I don't want to lose my job. And he pushed me in to the bedroom and he pulled the door lock. And he said, you're beautiful. I said, stop, stop. And then he pushed me. The bed was right there. He pushed me to the bed. He pushed me like this to the bed. I was sitting like this. And he tried to put his peanut in my mouth. And I closed my lips like this. I turned my head. I pushed him. And I get up. When I get up, and he keep pushing me everywhere, like pushing me to the hallway, back to the hallway, keep pushing me.
And what happens as he's pushing you down the hall, Nafi?
I have dress on. He pulled my dress up. He put his hand between legs. He grabbed me so hard. He grabbed me so hard, and I pull his hand. I pull his hand up like this. He pushed me like this to the floor. He pushed me. I was like this to the floor. My hand. He pulled my hand. I was like this, and the wall was behind me, and was too tight. I cannot get up. I was in bad position. I cannot get up. He was holding my head so tight like this. He was holding my head, and I closed, I cannot even bring that much. He close to me, he was moving.
Was he saying anything else to you?
He says, suck my dick. He says, suck my dick. I cannot say nothing because he was, and he kept doing it. And then he finished on my mouth, and he backed off, and then I was like this. The outside is like this, and I get up. I was speeding there. I speed there, and I run. I was so sad. I don't know what to do. I was so scared.
Did he say anything to you after?
He don't say nothing. He don't say nothing. After a few minutes, I see him. I don't know how he got dressed so fast. I see him with luggage. I see him going into the elevator. He looked at me like this, and he don't say anything.
Strauss-Kahn, who has denied these allegations, did leave the hotel at 12:28 that day to have lunch with his daughter before catching a flight to Paris. What did you do after you saw him leave?
I don't know what to do. I don't know who to tell. I don't know what to do.
Diallo says a few minutes later, her supervisor walked by.
She was like, Nafi, it's not you today. What happened to you? Tell me, what happened? And I cannot keep it. I have to tell her. And I tell her what happened. And she was like, she said, this guest is VIP guest, but I don't care who he is. What he do is wrong. It's wrong.
When hotel security arrived, they asked Diallo what she wanted to do.
I said, look, I don't know nothing. Whatever you think that's what we're supposed to do that.
They called the police, who had Strauss-Kahn pulled off his flight to Paris just before it was about to take off.
Under American law, these are extremely serious charges.
But suddenly, everything fell apart as questions about Diallo's credibility arose.